Well, the book, the 6 Men All Women Should Marry, it really, it's a play on words because that's part of the title of a book, but it's not really suggesting that you should marry 6 different people, even though some people do.
Well,
You hope
and
not.
one went on to 7 and then kind of an 8th, so.
The idea is that each of us, the person you marry, let's say you get married in your 20s and you might have a great relationship then. As you move through the decades of your life, your marriage and your life and your family really requires you to become a different person through all the different generations. I know the guy that my wife needed me to be when I was in our 20s is very different than the guy I needed to be in our 30s, which is different from the guy my kids, now that we have kids, need me to be in my 40s. And the idea of the book is that we need to continue to change and evolve in our marriage, that it's not an endpoint. You shouldn't look at marriage as I'm here, I'm arrived, and she's got what she got and I got what I got. I mean, it's alarming the number of people who come into our office and, who sit with us. We both have this experience where they say something like, well, she knew what I was like when she married me. She knew I liked to do this or I like to do that or I like to drink and hang out with my buddies or she says, he just has to learn to deal with the fact that that's what I'm like. But these people are sort of coming from a perspective of that once they got married, they were all grown up and didn't need to change anymore. And the reality of relationships in life is that you have to grow and change all the time. And people who don't grow don't realize that even if the person you married when you were both 20 was appealing, as time goes on, if that person doesn't change, they become less and less and less appealing. But a lot of those people will hold steadfast to that's the person I am and that's who I'm going to be, that's who she married. Meanwhile, the couple grows further and further and further apart.